Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff episode. I think it's 94. Hold on. Yep, 94.
We're reaching the age of absolute senilism.
We're almost at 100. I think I have the luxury of losing count. I think once you get past like 80, it's just like what I forget how old I am at some points.
Can always just like enter also like, hey, welcome to this week's podcast of stuff. So you just say fuck the numbers.
Hey, welcome to what?
Welcome to the thing. Get down, Omaha Beach.
So, Comp Bros are trying to get on right now. They're having computer issues. They might be on momentarily. You never know what their
If their computer finally decides that it's time to die, then it's time to die.
Their computer is the World War II flashback that Ralph just had. That's what is happening with it right now.
Yeah, essentially, it's having its moment in the sun, apparently.
So, yeah, welcome to spring, everybody. Or for some parts of the world, or for the northeastern part of the United States, fourth nor'easter in 2 weeks.
Okay, I'm gonna put it like this. Actually, it didn't hit.
It did not.
It did not. Up here, it was never going to hit. It was never going to hit upstate New York. There was this giant U around upstate New York. So it was essentially coming from Michigan and Ohio, then dipping down to like New York City, Long Island, and then back up to Boston and then Vermont.
Okay.
But it didn't actually hit the way they were expecting, because I'm seeing a flood of posts on my Facebook from everybody on Long Island complaining that they had to go into work. Because everybody was expecting to be called to work, no school. Mm-hmm. Instead, everybody got a call in the morning and said, yeah, we haven't seen a single speck of snow fall on the ground yet. Everybody's coming in.
Yeah, we got like 3 inches here, but it was melted by 5.
Oh yeah, I saw Kelly sent a snap in the group chat, and it was clear. Looked fine.
Yeah,
apparently according to Amber, but she didn't get anything either.
Yeah. I stayed home not because of the weather, just I had furniture that was being delivered. But yeah, like I looked outside when I started the workday, I'm like, oh man, there's less snow outside. And then I looked outside again when I was at the end of the workday, I'm like, oh man, there's no snow out anymore. Is nature grand? Yeah, I just saw a couple pictures, like Mike Portnoy, the drummer of Dream Theater fame. I don't know where he lives in New York, but he lives in New York somewhere, and they got slammed. He was just outside, and it was just snowing. Cats and dogs.
Really?
Yeah. Just really depends on where you were.
Where?
But, yeah. Happy spring.
Literally, if I can, hold on, can I find it? Nah, never mind. It's not here. I took a picture earlier. All the snow from the past 3 nor'easters are still on the ground outside. Nothing has melted. It's still here. The streets and the sidewalks, those are clear, but they're covered in ice. Because what's happening is that it's warm enough for some of the ice to melt just enough for it to coat the fucking sidewalks, and then the moment the sun starts dipping, it flash freezes into permanent ice again.
Yeah.
So you can run a toboggan on the sidewalks of Syracuse.
Have you pulled out the blades and skated to work and to school?
I mean, I could. During the really bad winters of the past few years, I've seen kids with the Alaskan snowshoes trotting along the sidewalks that no longer are visible now. They look like the tennis rackets on their feet, essentially. Those. Yeah. I've actually seen those put to work. And I've had a professor who made the joke that said their sled dogs are en route and they should be here in roughly 2 weeks. It's bad. It's terrible. Nothing melts here. Winter lasts 8 months. It's like a Game of Thrones episode.
Winter is here.
Yeah, Ams. I'm not
here.
Surprised. People have snowmobiled to campus from up the hill, because if you try to come down the hill on anything in a car, you're dead. You're just dead.
Yeah, the worst I had at BG, like, I mean, it was not in the Lake Belt, so I mean, we got snow, but it wasn't anything as bad as like more east. But I the only problem was that BG was so flat that there was nothing to stop the wind. So it wasn't snow,
Yes,
it was just
BG is very flat. You're right.
yeah. But the Bowling Green for those that are like, why the fuck is he? Why did he go to college?
That's what I'm trying. That was the joke. I was
Why
trying
did he go
to
to college in
Nobody
BG?
else knows the fuck you're talking
I
about.
know. The one building that I lived in too is like these two like towers, and there's just a small gap in between them. So walking back from class, it was just this vortex, and so you'd just be like, like just pushing your way, like I just want to go lay in my bed. I want my futon, and yeah, like the wind in Bowling Green was terrible. Also, there was nothing there, so that just didn't help. middle of the cornfield.
I was just having this discussion with my roommates because we were talking about the different landscapes in America, and we were talking mostly about how New York is there's a fuck ton of trees everywhere, so it breaks the wind up. It's not that bad, but when there's a strong gust of wind, it's strong.
Mm-hmm.
And it's uncomparable to the flat landscapes of Ohio, Indiana, and whatnot out west because there's just nothing to break that.
Well, it really depends on what part of Ohio that you're in.
Wind,
like
I'm talking towards, again, more west, like I said.
Yeah, northeast is relatively forested, and then southeast is when you start getting into the mountains, and then basically west is south. Like southeast, you kind of get this, but also west, and that is just bumfuck nowhere. It's who gives a fuck, Ohio.
Yeah,
it's just farms and
that's
just
where
small
the corn
towns.
farms are.
Small towns, super small towns.
Because we were discussing Florida and how Florida, because apparently my roommate who's from India didn't know that Florida was entirely marshland.
Oh yeah,
and it's just paved and developed marshland.
Mm-hmm.
So he looked at pictures and he was just like, "Whoa, that's crazy!" And how big of an area of the state is this? I'm like, the entire. This is Florida. This is why people who live down there are insane.
There's a reason you can't have basements.
Literally, you can't. Ask Versus. Versus understands that a basement in Florida is akin to having a pool in your house.
Yep.
It's not good.
Downstairs hot tub.
No, not even hot tub, because it's not hot water. It's murky, warm, gross, like frog stool soup. It's terrible.
Brackish.
Yeah, nothing but infested. And you know what? There wouldn't even be any access for these things to find their way into your basement, but there'd be gators in there somewhere too.
Gators,
just to be there.
Snakes, just to set the theme.
Tarantulas, because I've experienced those down there. 8-year-old me enjoyed hiding in a bush with friends, playing, and then putting my hand down and feeling those tiny little that hairy leg thing crawl on me and just staring at it for a good 5 minutes. Like, oh, I've been dead once. I'm about to die again. Cool story, nature. Show me more.
He's just probably just sitting there like, hey man, what's up? Like, see you hiding in this bush. Me too.
Pythons actually. The python came before the spider in the same story. Actually, yeah. Again, in Florida, if you don't know this, there are these thorny bushes that grow in a dome.
I feel like that's subtly like some kind of religious connotation. What came first, the python or the tarantula?
Literally, the python. So it's this dome bush. It's hollow, and we're hiding in there, because we're 8 years old. We're just screwing around, hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
And my friends are staring at me. And they're not saying a word. They're just gasping, making those small, scared, like, wispy squeaks that, kids make. And I'm like, wait, yeah, exactly. I'm like, what's wrong? They're like, Ralph, don't move. Something's on you. And I'm like, what do you mean something? What is it? Again, I'm freaking out. I'm a kid. And they just dash. Rather than telling me, trying to help, they scatter. And I'm like, you pieces of crap. I look down, and then there's just the head of this ball python chilling on my shoulder. I didn't feel this thing. I didn't know it was there. It just was on my right shoulder. Like, I can still see this memory clear as day.
You're just the unintentional animal whisperer. Just like all the animals are like, hey man, what's going on?
Yeah, because they want to kill me!
I just wanted to have a conversation, and you're just
No, they want me to die.
you're being speciest.
Yes, yeah. Okay, Mike. Whatever you fucking say, man. So anyway, I allow this thing to just.
But seriously,
thankfully,
fuck snakes.
It was just on me. It was on me for warmth, and then I guess when I got terrified, I cooled down, and it just crawled away. And that's when I put my hand down, and then the fucking tarantula crawled on my hand. So it was just like out of the frying pan and into the fire, man. It didn't stop. The thing crawled away. After a minute, I got up, charged out of the bush, and I went to find my friends to literally kick the crap out of them. I was pissed.
Fucking Peter the Python just comes up, be like, "Hey man, what's going on?" And you just like say nothing and you're staring at him like, "Oh man, you seem a little anxious. Whatever. Okay, I'll just leave." And then he leaves, and then Terry the Tarantula comes up like, "Oh man, Peter's just such a dick." Like,
he's just talking shit. He's like, "By the way, I heard you met my distant cousin on the beach a little bit ago. How'd that go for you?" "Oh yeah, right. I died." Fuck Florida. Fuck that place. I hate that place. I'm not scared of these things. Don't get me wrong, but the threat they have to just end you. I've been chased by, again, I've had a snake crawl on me, I've had a tarantula crawl on me, I've been murdered by sea life, I have been chased by wild boar, I have been shot at, I have been chased by golf clubs and bats. Florida is not a place where I am safe.
were the bats using the golf clubs?
Actually, yes, it was Man-Bat. He emerged from the comic verse of Batman. He was like, you know what? I gotta finish the job. Mother Nature can't do it herself.
Oh,
God.
Need to go deeper.
Florida's a shithole.
Although, like, the one place that really like
no,
Florida,
you don't. Versus, you do not. Don't fucking lie to me.
You learn to live with it. The place that, like, I feel like really, if you want to go somewhere where the land is just trying to kill you at all times, that's Australia. There's so many things in Australia that are just, like, design. There's black widows. There's just the platypuses will kill you just if they can jab you with their stinger.
No.
Kangaroos will kick the shit out of you.
Australia.
Just, there are places in the world where nature is just like trying its hardest.
The Congo, the Amazon, Australia, Florida, places you just don't go.
Oh yeah. So there are quite a few things that I had to talk about with the Comp Bros.
And they are
still MIA.
I think they had to put Yeller down because I'm not getting. They did text back actually.
They did text, but they're trying. They're trying real hard.
So hold on. So in the texts, I responded to BG and DA having computer problems, and I asked them, "Is the old girl finally dying?" BG's response, and to anybody who knows prior events for us, you'll get this. Things of ours last way beyond their times. They aren't killed by lightning like some people.
Context, Ralph's computer, 2 of his computers, I believe, have died by lightning.
Yep, my house was struck by lightning and killed my desktop and my laptop. Yeah.
Again, the computers took the blow. Nature again was trying.
Nature really fucking tried, man. Nature don't like me.
That, cracks in the ground have tried to kill Ralph. A lot of things have tried to kill him, really. Like now that
no, there was a mudslide I was involved in while I was in Florida as well.
There's so many things now that I'm really thinking back to it. Just like I'm pretty sure if Deli Swag dude if you'd worked there long enough, he probably would have tried to kill you. Like,
no, in a fight versus a human being, there is few who can match that level of rage I have. No,
it's again, try.
Only nature.
Try.
Okay, fine. I give you that. But yes, Amber, my luck sucks. It is non-existent. I have reverse luck.
Now, that or DA?
No, DA has situational bad luck when he doesn't, because I'm almost entirely certain in that family, BG was born with all of that. DA was born with the remnants. So if they're not together by their powers combined, they put one normal person of luck-based physics together. When they are split, you have an atomic reaction. BG has all the luck and everything goes right for him. DA gets accosted by border police and ends up arrested and sent to Guam. So
it's like a King Triton when he like has his soul sucked out. He's like that little amoeba.
yeah,
in
exactly.
Little Mermaid. That's DA. that is the personification of his luck. So, did you?
He responded with your apostrophe RE. You piece of shit.
Hey man, grammar. So, Sea of Thieves.
Oh, that release had a dumpster fire.
Yes. It's a game I've been paying attention to and been looking forward to.
We want to play that.
We want to play that a lot. We want to have the Pirates of Stuff really, really badly. But
we can't. Go ahead.
But yeah, they have had, even with 2 multiplayer betas, which I don't know, something went wrong with their numbers.
This has been explained. Go on. I already have the answer. That's already been shown.
But basically, they underestimated the server load, and they got fucked hard.
They ended up having to turn off the ability for new players to join their servers on the release day.
Yeah.
That's how bad this was. But to actually conclude that story while it's begun, turns out where they went wrong was the fact that Microsoft on Xbox, for Live, put Game Pass out with Sea of Thieves as its release, option. So you can play that for free if you have Game Pass. The numbers of Game Pass users was far beyond what they were expecting because they didn't know about it.
I am also curious too, just because they can measure pre-orders.
So essentially, to sum that up, is that free access to the game was given by Microsoft, and the team wasn't ready for the amount of people who played the game for free.
Yeah.
So it overloaded their servers.
I'm also curious though, just because I have noticed for myself that I don't really pre-order games anymore since I don't know if Sea of Thieves had any special pre-order bonuses. I didn't see anything.
No.
No. So I'm the type of person where a game comes out, I just buy it. Then, once the day it comes out, I just buy it and then I play it. So you can't really measure that in pre-order as far as server load. And I don't know if I'm just weird or if other people are doing that.
That's against the metric, actually.
Okay.
The amount of people who buy the game that are not of pre-order numbers is minuscule in comparison.
But yeah, suffice to say, I've heard the rumors or not the rumors, the bad performance online. I've also heard that there's a lack of content. I don't know.
Oh yeah, there is very little content right now. It's a game that is very shallow, unfortunately, and it's the rare curse. They haven't been able to make a good game since the original Banjo-Kazooie and
Viva
Conker's Bad
Pinata
Fur
was
Day.
their last critically acclaimed game.
Yeah. Oh, apparently Amber is just like you. She never pre-orders either.
Huh.
You're weird people.
Statistical validation.
I'm either a pre-order or a month after release buy.
But what was I going for? What this game is looking like, and it's a shame.
What the fuck? You two versus. Y'all are weird people. You are the anti-metric, and that's you're the reason, apparently, why game servers die. I blame y'all. It's all your fault.
So I cannot remember the game for the life of me. Motherfucker.
Which one?
The space exploring game.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, not Last of Us. No Man's Sky.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. No, stop. Your mic is working fine.
Oh.
There's a sound effect, like a distortion of sound that happens when your mic decides to be Autobot.
Hey, how
So,
about
nice
going
attempt.
with the joke there. That's fine. Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Fuck. So, but yeah, this game is looking like a No Man's Sky situation, and it's unfortunate.
It might be. We can't really say yet because similar things happened with, say, Fortnite, and then the game took off like a few weeks, like a month or two after that started, just the
That's
same
true
way.
too.
So if Rare and Microsoft realize they need to capitalize on that mistake and they just start throwing out garbage cosmetic items for people's attention, which is what all Fortnite is. That's the reason it's popular, is because they just keep throwing skins and shit out the ass. The game is only moderately fun, but you play and you enjoy the skins and the effects look cool. So if they do the smart thing and do that and they make it eye-catching, the numbers will bounce back because the game's mechanics are interesting for friends to jump into and just screw around with. It needs to be more populated, it needs more content, and it needs more effects, to be honest. The game is very bland to look at right now.
Yeah.
When things happen.
What?
Sea of Thieves.
Oh, Sea of Thieves. Okay.
Yes.
No, we're talking about Injustice.
No, I thought you were talking about Fortnite.
No.
What? You guys play PUBG? You talking about interesting stuff to look at? What the?
No, I had dropped.
Brown and murky.
I
assets,
uninstalled that game.
Brown fest out of here.
Brown fest.
No, he's not wrong. The new map they launched is trash. I uninstalled the game actually a week ago now. I haven't touched it in a long time.
Why?
Because it's bad. It's not fun anymore. I can't forgive its mistakes now. It's made too much money and they have fixed nothing. I just can't.
Okay.
How are you guys doing? Save for computer issues.
My computer's dying.
Sounds so sad.
But it will not die until the exact moment it needs to die.
Oof. Until my job is done, I'll hold out.
You know why I say this? Remember our old computer? How long that boy lasted? We had that boy since like 2010.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't 2010. It was like 2007, 2008. Then we got this one for like $110.
And then that boy immediately was
It was just like, well, work complete. Just slapped his hands together and
it's like Spider-Man holding back the subway car.
it's like the
He can't take anymore.
it's like the Going Mary. I wanted to carry you a little longer, but this is it for me.
Oh,
Just
God.
honest.
I want, like, once this computer dies, I want you to just, like, go to, like, the river, the Detroit River, and just, like, have a picture
Viking funeral.
of you two crying like it's the Mary sinking.
No, give the motherfucker a
Worst
Viking
thing in that
funeral.
river.
A picture. If Dia and I did that, we would do the entire thing.
Word for word.
Word for word. We're just changing names, and instead of like we broke your valves, like we broke your USB ports, and like, word for word.
We'd be on a cringe compilation somewhere.
And I'd be
Boy,
like,
there's some-
that's me.
There's some bad Kingdom Hearts one out there.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, I have
Oh,
a pretty
yeah.
high tolerance for cringe, but there's this one where I gotta show you this. It's bad.
There's been cringe where I've gotten goosebumps.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah, that's
Oh.
both bad and good. It's like, oh, this is
Yep.
special.
A special kind of special.
Oh, okay. Nope. I'm stopping this right here since we're talking about special stuff.
Uh-oh.
Geostorm is one of the best things that I've ever seen in my entire life.
So,
It
in
is-
case anybody forgot, Dia and I had a little thing where if he watched Geostorm, I will watch. Does anybody remember how many episodes I said I will watch? 15 episodes of Fairy Tail. I actually downloaded the dub, and I didn't remember how many episodes, so I downloaded like 35 episodes.
Oh, yeah, just blow through those.
Yeah, let's do that.
Just find you just face down on the ground like a fairy
Like
tale.
Charlie in the back of the van. It's
This was Fairy Tale killed the BG.
As soon as BG dies, the computer just dies with him. Just my time.
me,
My-
GV, and the computer.
just all just dead. Like,
It always comes in threes.
the span of one work shift. for
DA, who would you be most sad about dying? The computer, your dog, or BG?
Well, I don't
tell
go on
you.
this computer anymore. As this is BG's computer, essentially.
I
The
will tell
dog is
you.
nothing but a nuisance
I
right
was
now.
just about to say, G would not be it. That dog pisses him off.
Oh my goodness.
She'll be like, pet me. Sure thing. Get the f away from me.
Like, oh, who are you? I don't know you. It just starts
Oh yeah.
jumping around like, what's wrong with you? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You came to me. Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm all right. Rape.
We're having a conversation here.
You walked up to me.
Do you have the time? Abuse. What's it?
Hi, how you doing? Good. How are you? I have a boyfriend. What?
Good for you. Is he a good guy? Where's this conversation going?
Do I know you?
So he watched his Geostorm. Oh, let me take that back. We watched the Geostorm.
Holy crap. Okay, after Fairy Tale, because Fairy Tale, you remember when I was like, okay, I've edited so much hentai, I'm just dead, I'm just numb, it's
Yes.
whatever. So I'm just like, I don't want this to happen with like bad stuff, because Fairy Tale is the worst stuff. I'm like, what if I was just watching Geostorm? I'm like, well, this is no Fairy Tale, but Geostorm is just so special. And it's just like, who? They're not even halfway trying. At one point,
Geostorm.
one of the best scenes that I've ever seen in my entire life. The Secretary of State hands somebody a rocket launcher to shoot down a taxi that's coming towards him. He shoots the rocket launcher. It hits the taxi square right in the face. The taxi flies in the air, flips like 4 times, lands
Completely
on the ground,
on fire.
completely on fire. The Secretary of State, who's the bad guy, pulls out a handgun and starts walking towards the taxi. I'm like, what are you gonna do with that? What's the plan here?
How can there be any survivor of this fireball?
He's just like, nah, I know the score. We ain't done yet. We ain't even started.
Oh my god.
I'm bringing the storm right here. And I'm just like, that part, we were just laughing and cracking on that for like 10 minutes. We missed so much.
Oh, I ain't missed nothing because that was my
I
second
missed
evil.
so much.
You missed the whole dramatic ending of them
Oh,
trying to find the
None of that.
boy. It was just cracking on that forever. It was such a bad scene.
There's okay, I gotta tell this because this is freaking hilarious. They have this dumb code that they have where they established earlier in the movie. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know what happened with this movie, but they set up so much stuff. One of the first scenes is his daughter inventing this huge thing, and I'm like, that's gonna come back. This is a movie. That's gonna come back. She's gonna be the only person who can steer the ship. Nope, never comes back. She's in like 2 other scenes and is done. I'm like, why was she building all this intricate stuff? But anyway, the first scene with the Gerard Butler and his brother, they established this code thing, and I'm like, he's like, yeah, that's gonna come back. That's gonna come back, no problem. And then it's the dumbest thing where he goes on this like 3-paragraph story about his dad and some fishing and some cell phone, and he's like, oh, it's a code. Here's our dad's old cell phone number. Take the 9th word that he said. Take the 3rd word that he said. And I'm like, the story would have to be so precise. No no I thinks, no whatever. It's just, it would have to be so precise that nothing could go wrong for him to perfectly go, government conspiracy. Do not trust anyone. It's like, that's so dumb.
The female friend is just like, So here's the code. And she's like, okay, I got it.
my- and
Click,
she-
click, clack, clack. There you go.
She clicked like 2 buttons. Like, yep, here it is perfectly. Like, that movie, I was just sitting there, just most
Wow.
of the time, with my mouth just completely open. Like, what the act? Why is this happening? Oh, it was so amazing. It could have been cut down to like 25 minutes.
Oh, absolutely.
Legitimately.
It could have been
Too
an
much
episode
jargon.
of Black Mirror, and it would have been just
Way too much jargon.
fine. Oh yeah.
This could have been an hour-long Monk episode.
It was a lot of jargon and a lot of saying Geostorm.
Once they
Yeah.
started, they were just like, "Yep, here it comes."
Boy, they
You-
popped that champagne bottle and it came flowing out.
You guys still here, audience? All right, let's just say Geo. That's why you're here, right?
It'll be a
Geostorm.
it's gonna perfectly it's gonna become a Geostorm just once, and then it's just on the screen. Countdown to Geostorm.
It's the worst. It's
Y'all
the
don't-
best.
Y'all don't
The
understand.
subtitle of this movie is A Paycheck.
No, because people acted. That nobody walked through this. They tried. The kid actor was
Yikes.
phenomenal.
For her 2.5 scenes.
It's just that the movie's just that bad.
But it's so amazing. I would watch this again and again.
Yes, it's one of those movies that are worth watching several times to just go, this is terrible.
Because at one point they're chasing the Geostorm is going on, and there's huge just thunderbolts happening every 2 or 3 seconds, just everywhere. And the evil people are chasing the good people in a car, and they're just shooting at them. I'm like, let the storm handle this. You don't need to endanger yourself. It was just constant. It is a bunch of just dumb space stuff that they were just like, you guys don't know about space. Whatever, we could just say anything.
Oh,
Oh
just
my
assuming the audience is just dumb.
It's the best. I was shocked by how amazing that was. That would have been a bad movie day.
Boy, wouldn't it?
That would have been a 5-star presentation.
That would have been the ender of Bad Movie Day. There's no way it couldn't be. So you can bet in a few months I'll be having DA watching Hurricane Heist. Cause I watched Hurricane Heist.
How was that?
Hurricane Heist.
Mike, really?
It says it in the title. It's in the title of how. If you look at that title, and your first reaction is whatever, that's your reaction to the movie. If you're going, that's a stupid title and a stupid premise, you're gonna go into it and you're gonna come out like that was a stupid movie. If you're looking at it and going, that could be interesting, you're gonna walk out like that was interesting.
What you see is what you get.
What
Yep.
you see is
No
what you get.
surprises, nothing. Just bottom of the basement. Here you go.
I wonder what that movie is.
Movie.
So, while we're on the topics of movies, I mentioned before I've been doing my little Godzilla marathon. The last movie that I watched was the 1998 Godzilla. I remembered, I had nostalgia glasses on. I remember liking it as a kid, but
That's a lot of fish.
you don't remember it truly until you actually watch it again. That movie would not jive today.
No.
It would not be able to be released in theaters today for 2 very specific scenes. So the lead female character, she's like an up and coming employee at some news station, and she's trying to be able to do a report or something. And the main newscaster there is supposed to be a sleazy asshole. She goes up to him asking if she could do this report or do this lead. He goes, He's like, sure, I'll put that in up with the boss if we have dinner later at your place. And then she goes, well, sir, you're married. And then he goes, and you're really beautiful. I'm like, this is supposed to be funny. This is supposed to be like a ha 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 ha.
Oh, I'm sure Trump is laughing his balls off.
It's like adultery. And I'm just like looking at it. I'm like, this would not work now. This would not make it past any form
I'm
of
sitting here
board.
by myself watching this, and I'm uncomfortable.
I was just like, wow, okay. Like, did not remember that. And I mean, I was 8 when this came out, so I probably didn't even notice. All right, moving on. A little bit later in the film, when Godzilla first starts attacking Manhattan, the one cameraman goes and tries to get footage of him. And then as he runs away, his wife screams at him. And this could, back then it was probably excuses. Oh, like New Yorkers, they're crass. But, and I do not like using this word, but I'm going to say it.
It's a capital F, isn't it?
No. She yells.
This is a PG-13 movie.
Yeah, she yells, "Come back here, you retard!" I'm like, whoa. It's like that would not work either.
Hey, take 2. Roll that back a little bit.
Just like, and those are about like 15 minutes apart. I'm just like, damn, this would not work at all.
I need to donate to some charity or something. I need to do some good.
It was,
You're
yeah.
watching this movie in the dark. They gonna come for me.
Not just for the fact that I was watching that heinous excuse of a movie. Yeah, just in general too, like the acting, not the greatest.
Matthew Broderick was a pain to deal with.
Oh, yeah, just that's a lot of fish.
That's a lot of fish. That's a lot of fish.
Like they were trying
Where'd all
to
the fish
like
go?
say that Matthew Broderick was sexy throughout the entire movie, and I'm just like, no,
Oh
no. He might be like cute in the nerd way, but he's not like these women are eyeing him in not the like in a way that I think would be believable.
He's not in his zone. Let's put it that way.
But
how about that nice, very subtly placed Kodak, throwaway camera placements?
Oh yeah, like that's the other thing. Like as far as dating this movie, like people stealing VCRs and a bunch of disposable cameras all over the fucking movie. People are like, "What is this ancient technology? Why isn't he using his phone?"
The cameraman for the news crew had to take this giant block of a mini VHS recording device that had a micro disc inside of it that you logged in, and they had to, finagle it to fit, push it in, close the thing, press record. That's rough to see because you're like, wait, that's not what that hasn't been a thing in 1998. This was a long time ago.
Yeah, like
Holy
Godzilla.
shit, this was 20 years ago.
Godzilla stomping through Manhattan, like people are like, we're trying to find footage. Whereas now, if that were happening, there'd be like 18,000 Twitter posts with like, "Oh, dude, sick! Monsters trashing through Manhattan."
Oh yeah, true. Versus makes a good point. That cameraman was recording in the fucking rain.
Yeah.
That camera would have been toast.
Oh, that was the other thing. Like, it was raining the entire movie, and in the back of my head, I was just like, "There's some child drowning in a drain somewhere because the origami killer is loose." Everyone's distracted by the giant fucking monster.
Boy, that was a great game.
But yeah, just that movie, not great. I still have on my list here your David Cage podcast, but I figure we're gonna be waiting until after Detroit comes out for that.
Oh, we are supposed to do that, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, we can do that whenever. We don't have to wait for Human.
It's not that far out though, is it?
2 months.
Yeah, I think at that point you might as well wait for it.
And then however long it takes to play, considering I'm not going to be here for the weekend it releases.
Yeah, it's fine. There's stuff to talk about. We have things. You
Do
guys,
Do we though?
yes.
Fucking do we though?
For example, the Infinity War trailer.
Okay, so DA goes dark. So
Fuck you.
I respect it. I will never abide by it, but I respect it.
That's cool. I'm not asking you to.
Cause I need every second of that.
Yeah.
On
Okay,
the
so
face.
how do you feel knowing about Captain Marvel?
What about her?
The fact that she was in the movie and they cut her completely.
I have no problem with it. Why would I have a problem?
Okay.
With it? She's
I don't
supposed to
know.
be
Just figured
heavily
you might have-
involved in Avengers 4, which is the actual.
Yeah, in the next
Avengers
one,
film.
yeah.
So
Because I guess they didn't want her being overshadowed because apparently the company was saying that she is very similar to Captain America, so they didn't want her and Cap to clash for Cap's like big moment in Infinity War.
whatever that may be,
Yeah.
Tony's probably gonna die.
Oh, Tony's dead, as is Cap. They're both dying. That's beside the point.
I don't know about Cap.
I really
No,
enjoy.
he's dead.
I mean, I've enjoyed basically all the monologues that Thanos has had in these trailers, but I really enjoyed this one.
You know who's dead?
Who?
Shuri. Shuri dead.
You think so?
Wow. Boy, we gonna be fist fighting in the street. I don't appreciate that, BG.
I'm gonna say Shuri dies in 3 and is resurrected in 4.
They better, but they. Why would they make such a good character that clearly so many people love just to in the next movie go decapitated?
People will be hurt.
Oh yeah.
And they
That-
gotta
that's
wait
definite.
like a year.
He's just stepping on Ant-Man's skull. It's like whatever. He flicks Shuri. He's like, you mother.
Take him down, Cap. I room for you now.
I'm just looking forward to the Shuri Tony scene. I cannot wait for
I
that.
want Shuri, Tony. I want Peter and Shuri on a date. I want Shuri.
Clone her,
Okay,
Mark.
Peter.
Movie, make her Black Panther. Give me some more.
No, Tony's gonna die.
She has
She's
been
gonna
Black Panther in the
become-
past, hasn't she?
She's gonna become the tech person for the Avengers. That's how it's gonna shake out.
They know
That would make
what's
sense.
up.
That would make sense.
But she also has to die.
Would they make her Ironheart?
No,
You don't think so?
no. They would make her her own thing.
Okay.
I doubt, because it one takes away from who Ironheart actually is, which I don't give a shit about.
Yeah.
And it takes away from what Shuri is, which I give a lot of shits about.
Okay.
Well, that's all. I can see her
The
building a suit, and she is the voice in the suit. So, like
Oh, yeah.
on Friday
Okay,
and Iron Man, and yeah, it's just her voice in there, just sarcastic and being a piece of.
And being the best of all time.
So, but the trailer was great.
that'd be good.
The trailer was
The Peter Strange moment was great.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I look forward to actually seeing that play out.
Peter's interactions with everybody, he's just, dude. Okay, did y'all see that group shot of the
Yes.
all the MCU?
Mhm.
I'm just like, he
Yeah.
just looked like Peter Parker sitting over there. He's just Peter Parker.
Yep.
He is simply Peter Parker, and it's just the greatest thing
It's
ever.
not fair.
It's not fair. They casted someone so perfectly.
They've hit that a lot.
Marvel's good with their casting.
Cap, Iron Man, Vision,
Literally, almost everybody is perfect.
Loki. So many good casts.
They've wasted a lot of characters, but their casting itself has been spot on.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope they remember you. Like, I like how Thanos is... Yeah, he's an evil dick, but, like, he just believes in what he's doing and he has respect for those that's fighting him.
He's got the arrogant god complex you'd expect from an arrogant god.
Yeah. Just
So it, again, fits his character.
perfectly balanced as it should be. I hope they remember you, and it's probably when he's gonna nuke Tony.
I'm going to be sad when it happens, but I know it's going to be an awesome scene. But I'm still gonna be sad because RDJ not in a Marvel movie is gonna be hard. Because he has been my favorite part, hands down, for the most part.
It's gonna be fun. Month away. It's a month away.
Yeah, they moved it.
God.
Cannot
Which
wait.
is-
Already got my ticket.
What's funny is I'm probably not gonna be able to see that movie. Not until like a long time into its part play.
Have someone smuggle you in.
Because I'm not gonna have time.
See, it's got nothing to do with. Did I just hear an alarm go off?
That's here.
That's a microwave.
Oh,
No, that's here. It's...
no, not that one. Not a car alarm. It was an actual beep.
Yeah, it was the microwave. People are
I had
cooking in my
ears like a
kitchen.
dog. A
Thinking about
terrible,
going to that-
terrible old dog.
I think about going to that huge epic theater, wherever that is.
What?
The MJR, the epic.
I mean, unless our
yes.
hangout
With
weekend
the big
turns
old
into the
screen
release
for
window for
Dude,
Marvel.
okay, can I stop y'all for a second?
Sure.
This freaking DA just said he.
This freaking D. I'm right here. Don't
Just
talk to
said-
me like I'm the dog over there dying.
This freaking DA just said, I'm thinking about going to the Epic MJR where they have one of the biggest screens in the United States of America. I think it's in the top 5 biggest screens in the U.S. This mother went to a regular IMAX and went, this is too much.
It was too much.
But you want to go to one of the largest screens
Okay,
in America.
If you're doing too much with the Avengers and they're 89 heroes, you might as well do too much.
I mean, he's not wrong.
No, he is. He trash.
It's not a bad point.
So you don't want to see it? You ain't curious?
Oh, defo.
All right there.
Boy, I'm thinking about 3D, IMAX, regular. Well,
I can't.
that ain't. I don't care about you.
Clearly.
My
You said
eyes
you
work.
taunted me.
That is, unless Shuri has amazing scenes and that he follows you to each of those showings.
Oh, she will. And I love her so much. I simply do.
Have you seen Tomb Raider yet, BG?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Do you want to talk about it? I have not yet. I plan to go this weekend. Or should we save that?
I'll be the only one talking about it. It's a fine action movie. It's a competent video game movie, and it is still not the greatest video game movie.
Competent video game movie, though, is good.
Still not the best.
That's there aren't. You can count on one hand.
There have been 3 legit good video game movies that I will never say are not good. Mortal Kombat, shut up. The first Resident Evil, and Silent Hill.
I would. I'm trying to think of what good versus not bad in my head. Because I would put. I'm going back and forth. The 2 movies in my head are the Assassin's Creed movie and the Warcraft movie, and they weren't bad. I don't know if they're good though.
No, Assassin's Creed was not good. World of Warcraft was not good. They weren't trash, but they weren't good either.
Because I came out of those fine. I didn't come out and being like, oh man, that sucked. I was just like,
Never saw either. One of these days I'll watch Creed. One of these days. Like I said,
It's
I was
not-
walking.
Anything special. Yeah, like,
I was
My favorite part of
walking.
that is I went and saw that with my buddy Andy, and just at the one point where the thing in the Assassin's Creed games, the bleeding effect was happening, and he goes, oh hey, it's the bleeding effect, and then the scientist walks in, it's called the bleeding effect, and he says, yeah, that. It was just like good timing.
ugh.
What other video game? Is there anything else coming out that we know of? I know there's a lot of stuff that's planned, Like there's a
What,
Last
video
of Us.
game stuff?
Yeah, I know there's like a Last of Us movie planned.
And there was a Nathan Drake movie planned. This is always in limbo
Yeah,
until
the 3D
you
Mario
literally
movie.
See a trailer, you're just like, I don't believe it's gonna happen. So I don't believe it's gonna happen. Like 80% of them. So who cares?
Yeah, like the
I would legit love a Dead Space movie though.
I can see that being good. I wouldn't go see it, but I can see it being good.
Oh, I would. You better believe I would.
How to get your wiener bigger? We have a question in the
black.
chat. Yeah, there you go.
Become black. Become a actual black person.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that comes with a lot of negatives.
It does indeed.
Is the positive worth all the negatives?
It depends on how much sex you're actually having.
Yeah.
And if your penis is black,
DA's
Probably
fucking
enough.
response.
If you're not having enough sex, then it's just like
That's sad.
walking
That's
becomes an
sad
issue.
sign.
I mean, is it worth the limp?
Move along. Let's
All right.
please.
become like Kyle from South Park.
Have
He
you
thought
guys?
he could do that one jump, but his knees explode? You get 3 pumps in, and you're just like, ugh. Your penis is just everywhere.
Have you guys seen?
It's not actually black.
Have you guys seen pictures of the dude who has the world record for biggest penis? It's this
No.
dude in
Why are we
Mexico.
here?
It's this dude in
Why
Mexico.
are we here?
It's literally half of a leg. I don't understand how it happens.
The only large penis I know that's famous is
where we are.
some dude that's 9 inches soft. Which is what
This is where we are.
he
Okay.
can't wear bike shorts while biking.
Goodness.
The police
Bastard
said
using
no.
it as a scarf.
He went through airports and he had to powder his pants.
It's like a
Like, what is this? This my penis. No, sir, this is a weapon.
Oh my
They had to
goodness.
powder his.
It's like a pervy version of Greninja.
Boy, it's all
P
Yeah.
bad.
P Ninja.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
Oh boy. So I just one last little bit of news, and I'm curious of the Comp Bros thoughts on it, since they're the wrestling fans. Daniel Bryan got cleared to wrestle again.
Kelly was immensely excited last night when she told me. I sat there like, I'm not gonna lie, shocked, because I thought he left with a bad taste in his mouth with the way the company treated him, so I didn't think he'd willingly come back.
Here's the story with Daniel
So-
Bryan. Daniel Bryan is a man that's suffered a lot of concussions. So the doctors of the WWE would not clear him to wrestle anymore. He went to doctors all over the world, and all of them cleared him for months, if not years. But the WWE doctors wouldn't. So his contract is coming up, and he said, "Well, if they're not going to clear me, I'm just going to go somewhere else and wrestle there." And WWE went, "Well, we can't be having that." So they magically went, "Oh, Daniel Bryan's cleared." So now he can
I mean,
wrestle
he was
again.
out with a neck injury, right?
No, it was concussion stuff.
I thought it was a neck injury because I remember there was the head injuries before, followed by the neck injury. So I
Oh,
figured
yeah,
the WWE was thinking, "Oh, this is another Benoit situation on the fucking rise. We got to stop this shit now."
No,
That's probably why they didn't want to clear him.
He's had multiple injuries. He had a neck thing. But it's the concussion thing. If
Yeah.
it was a
I mean,
neck
I don't
thing,
blame them.
if it was a neck thing, he would be like Paige, where she just is not wrestling right now. Even though I think she's cleared as well. Edge was forced.
I think
into
I heard that too.
retirement. Edge was just forced into retirement because of his neck. That's what it would be like.
Yeah.
You just cannot come back. So it's not his neck. It's more just the head thing. And doctors
Okay.
everywhere cleared him, so he was like, okay, they can wrestle. And then they are going to throw him in a match with a Shane McMahon as his partner, suck penis.
Because I think this is the best option. I personally want him to take it easy.
Yes.
And this is as easy as you can get. Nobody's looking for a 5-star spectacle match because you got Shane McMahon in it. This is just gonna be a very storytelling match. You're gonna get your kicks, your drop kicks, boom, boom, boom. You got your spots, and you get your
drop kicks.
He's doing the drop kicks.
He shouldn't do
He
it.
did the drop kicks.
Maybe like
do
one.
him like-
Maybe like one.
Yeah, chill out with that, Brian.
He should do
You're
them like
dumb.
Miz was doing them.
You're dumb, Brian. Stop it.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good. I like Brian. Always have. Not always have. He's alright.
He's
was
pretty
alright.
well respected among the people who watch that shit.
He's
still,
a
so.
fantastic ring technician. The problem is he's not a character that you would gravitate towards if you're not if you don't like that type of character. He is very
Right.
fan favorite, fan heavy, and it gets grating to people. DA and I are people that like we like either you are so hokey that it's unbelievable, like a Bo Dallas, where it's just like this just isn't a believable person, so it's fun. Or you could be a tweener, you could be a heel, something, but don't be a dumb baby face. And he was a dumb baby face. It's for you, the people, and it's all he had.
He was a very 1980s baby face.
And we weren't. So
Yeah. But hopefully he comes back with a little bit more spicy stuff.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see. But I actually just want to bring up then, because you guys bringing up how you guys like essentially the dorky shit. Have you read the new chapter of My Hero?
Nope.
Oh no.
I should strangle you.
Yeah, that'd be a fair response.
I want to talk about lead, because this is what I used to have to do. Because I'm talking about.
Oh,
I'd like a little bit of time with Fairy Tale as well, so just.
Oh, do your fairy tale now then, because we don't know when we're gonna come back, and I'm not gonna yell for you to come back.
So I am currently on episode, I believe, 89.
You know what? We'll just skip.
Oh!
Not fairy tale, but we'll
Jeez.
skip My Hero.
Talk about it
We'll
next
do it
week. Catch up.
yeah.
Mustard.
Yeah.
There's actually a
Okay.
Ryan
Wow, that just hit. Wow. Little joke grenade.
These are bars.
It's in our DNA.
Negro ketchup. The drop is mustard. These are actual lines by a man that is paid hundreds of thousands to deliver them.
No, that's fair versus.
Oh.
I respect that.
All right, fairy tale.
So, episode 89. I just like
This
I
is
said,
farther than I ever thought you'd get. Continue.
I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you.
How
Holy
did-
shit.
okay.
Birth year.
That's kind of why I stopped. So, before I get into this, I've been meaning to ask you guys, how did you guys do so much? At what point did you just go, you know what, not for me? Because BG
Here's-
just went Bleach. Nah. At a certain point, you just went, whatever.
It
Here's the
became
thing.
routine.
This bastard ain't finished Naruto or
That-
anything.
that's
but
the
you guys
thing.
are just like, oh, wait until chapter 206. I'm like, what the f is this? How?
That's the thing, is you're binging it. So you're just getting this obscenely negative shit tier manga in huge doses. We got it in drips, so it was more standable reading a chapter, a week. I never watched the anime.
Me neither.
So you can, the anime I've seen is obscene. It is trashly done. The manga, it's a little bit more acceptable because the art is fine. The comic composition is actually pretty competent. The story is not good. The characters suck, but it's small doses.
The
You.
3/4 of a chapter
Cool.
that was the happy on the farm was an entire episode and a half.
No, it
And
wasn't.
I wanted to die. There was no time closer to death than at that moment.
Did you count the I's, the A's, whatever the fuck he says?
A. Yeah, it's A. Oh, is it? I thought it was A.
Yes, I.
Okay.
It was, oh my goodness. I was shaking, just like, please wrap this up.
What minute is it? 4. Feels like it's been 5 days.
And I looked at the manga like this was like 6 pages.
Yep.
And they were
Yep.
like, no, homie, you sit down.
Merchandise.
Now you know how Versus feels watching Ruby this past season.
No, because Ruby is an hour and a half. Fairy Tail feels like it. But this arc is the most boring arc that I've ever seen in any kind of shonen ever. How do you make a alternate dimension arc so boring?
Oh boy.
It's
Making the characters exactly like themselves, just a reverse.
just a reverse. And the problem is, oh my god, let me get my arm out of my sleeve.
That's why.
The problem is, they go to the Fairy Tail Guild like these are characters. Like there's something. But they're just like, oh, this person smokes a lot in this universe, so in this one, he doesn't smoke at all. Oh, she drinks a lot, she doesn't drink at all. It's like, what? So each person has one trait that's just like, oh, no. Gray was the most offensive. I was just like, okay, I think I'm done. There are so many times in Fairy Tail where I'm like, okay, I'm done. Because Gray, in our universe, he gets naked all the time. In this universe, he's got like 8 layers of clothes on at all times. It's just like, what am I doing here? I could be doing literally anything.
Yep.
This arc is so boring. And
it does not get better.
I told you my little brother. You can be bad all day, all night. I think about bad things. I can talk about bad things. Boring is the worst thing that you could possibly be, and this was so boring. But then it was boring up until a point where it's just where okay, it's boring. It's at a 10 boring, and it's just like oh how about a 10 bad? And there was nothing in between. It was just like 1 second boring, 1 second bad. It was like. It was such a jarring shift that I just sat there and I just screaming.
Nope, you're entirely right. That arc is the worst.
Oh, okay.
It is the worst.
I'm glad that this is the worst arc.
Oh, it is the hands down worst.
Thank goodness.
But not by much.
Thank goodness. But the Arachion Seis arc, the fights were awful. They were all so bad.
Enjoy the time skip.
Oh my goodness. Oh, how much more I want to talk about this? I don't want to be sitting here talking about this for 40 minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna focus on one thing because me and my little brother talked about the Lucy Angel fight for like 45 minutes straight. Because there's so much wrong with it in that stretch of time.
Welcome to any Lucy fight.
2 arcs prior, she goes, I can only summon 2 spirits, and then I'm just completely drained, almost passing out. Here she's like, click, 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 click. Angel goes, the spirits are bound to do whatever you say. They said that, they showed it. She gives a command to a spirit doesn't listen. Why establish that if you're just gonna break it? Not 5 seconds later. Loot.
Drama.
Cue the It's Always Sunny music.
Okay. The Arachion Seis, they said this. Each one of them by themselves are capable. Crap, I'm gonna have to go to Boa next. And this is gonna keep going. Each one of them are capable of destroying an entire guild by themselves.
Yep.
They said this, I noted it. Angel, all she is a spirit summoner. And she got like 3 of them. What the why is she so awesome? Anybody could do that. She got a sheep and a laser. What? Kill her. That's all she can do. Nope. The Boa fight, the ending is the worst ending of a fight that I've ever seen. They do an episode and a half of all this flying and fight. Everything leads to something.
That comes back later too.
Happy flies around and he's like, I can't hold you for too long. Established. This arc with the Arachion says he's flying all around, no problems, no problem whatsoever. Establish something, set it up, and just stick with it. Don't just go to the next arc just like, whatever, it's fine. Don't think about it. But this one, they're episode and a half. They're flying. They're fighting. Natsu's trying stuff. It's not working. Whatever. Oh, he's a dragon as well because everybody's a dragon. That's not special at all. Jesus Christ. So he has super good hearing. Fine. That's fine. He can hear what Natsu's about to do before he does it. That's fine. Whatever. He grabs Natsu, goes to drive him into the ground like, yep, I'm just gonna crush your skull. You're gonna be dead soon. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Natsu. You're gonna be dead. Natsu just screams, bursts his eardrums. He's like, haha, I won. Like, and BG has cursed me because he just goes, knife. Because I was just start gesturing with my knife in my hand. I'm just gonna poke my eye out. So each time before I start gesturing wildly, it just turned into me just like, oh my goodness, it's grabbing so bad. I always put my knife down very, very calmly, then just go into it.
You mean I saved your life?
I don't think it's a smart idea to watch Fairy Tale.
Because you,
I think it's a good idea to watch Fairy Tale with a knife around.
Hand, and you'll go, it'll be way in the back of your head. I'm just like, Jesus, that's dangerous.
Some of your spine like that.
He done cut his fingers for less with that knife. And now he's just twirling it in his fingers as he's talking about Fairy Tale.
If I never see Jalad again, I'll be so happy. Why is everyone Jalad? You got Jalad, and then you got his twin, and then you got the dude who has a mask. He's like, I'm also Jalad.
Oh,
Why
boy.
three of them? And then it's like, we weren't twins. We're actually the same Jalad. We're two, and then we're one, and then I'm also him, but I'm not him. Don't worry about that.
Oh, that's a reoccurring thing.
And then when did she just like, Jalad? Okay, this is the last thing. Jesus Christ. I can keep going. Jesus Christ, I can keep going.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I always saw the pictures of Gildarts, and I was just like, he's Shanks, whatever. It's fine. Red hair, whatever, who cares? But then it's just like, yep, I'm missing an arm. It's like, why would you do this? Why literally would you do this?
Because the mangaka of Fairy Tale adores One Piece.
Darn hack. Okay, I
adores One Piece.
But I'm not gonna do
But that's the thing is Oda loves Fairy Tale.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
They have collaborated many times.
What does that mean?
They worked on the same.
I collaborated
manga.
with Zetsu. I hated him. Rest in peace. I wish I could change places with you right now.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
My hand is hovering over that stop stream button right now.
Oh my god!
Wow.
That was just fucking sick.
Wow.
Last
That's one of those statements that it just comes out of your mouth and you're just trying to catch it and you're like, no.
Oh no, he's just fine with it.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh.
I wish I could. I'm fucking dying. Oh my god. I'm fucking dying.
I haven't heard you laugh that hard in a long time.
Oh my god. Can you tell me how many times you hear DA say, I feel as dead as Zetsu. I wish I could trade places with you right now.
I mean, it's better than
First
watching
out, I
Fairy
haven't heard
Tale.
him mentioned in so long, and you just quote, Zetsu's dead. I remember that, editor. Zetsu was awesome. He's dead. I wish I was him. Wow. Oh my god.
Breathe.
Oh my god. Dude, I have not thought about Zetsu in a long fucking time, and then you just can't do that shit to me. Holy fuck. You know, because I've been talking with people in the editing community from back in the day recently, so I've been flooding back with all these old community memories, and that, oh my god. Rip. Literal rip. I'm done.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Wow.
last thing on Gildart. His past where he first meets Natsu. It's basically what happened with Shanks. There's a big monster threatening him.
Oh yeah.
He blocks the
Yep.
strike. He stares at him. The monster runs away.
Yep.
And that's just
essentially
more
uses hockey.
offensive stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay.
Yeah.
I could keep going.
No,
but
no,
I don't wanna...
Oda gave a nice quote in one of the Shonen Jump chapters, praising it because it's a great homage. I can't wait for the series to go on. I'm a big fan.
No, he was being nice.
I don't know, man. Oda's a weird dude. He might just really genuinely like Fairy Tail.
I can assure you he does not.
Because the man knows quality. It oozes from his pores.
I don't know. I think you're superimposing your own beliefs on what he is versus what he's said.
I have photos of
What
him
he says
pissing
carries
on the
more
Dragon
water.
Ball manga. The man knows quality. Just
Yeah,
defecation
that's true.
all over
It might
Fairy
just
Tail.
it might be a guilty pleasure of Oda's. Oda might unshamelessly,
Yeah,
ironically
guilty.
enjoy Fairy Tail.
It's his smut.
He's like Katakuri laying down and reading it. Fairy Tail, sinful.
All right, with that,
Just
Oh,
rereading those chapters. Oh my god, I love One Piece.
It's dumb.
And there's no break this week. Thank the heaven. You piece of Oda. Just finish your manga.
Nope, ain't gonna happen.
all right, with
We're gonna
that,
get past 1,000 and be barely halfway.
Please don't let One Piece outlive Oda.
Oh, One Piece is going to outlive Oda. That's going to happen.
No.
That man will have
He
a
needs-
goddamn heart attack and die.
He needs
before that
to
series
finish
is done.
this series. Like point blank. There's no way I will not go on not knowing what happens in One Piece.
Dude, you saw the Big Mom book. He's got stuff down. But he
Yeah,
just won't have his touch.
yeah, but they're gonna super it.
They're gonna super
Yeah,
it.
the same thing that happened to Trinity Blood, man. Same fucking situation.
That mother Toriyama is just lazy.
Oh my, super is
Yep.
awful.
Oh,
17
yes,
being
it is.
alive is the worst thing that I've seen.
Oh my
It's so
god,
bad.
that was so
It's
angry.
so bad.
I forgot. Oh, why did you remind me?
Berserk will be finished before One Piece. True.
One Piece will outlive God himself or herself, ladies.
all right.
Okay. Rip that one.
So, actually, just really quick talk about, since we just talked about Super. Did you guys see the little teaser for the movie?
Yep.
I have not.
It was just the animation.
People
I
are
don't give
jizzing
two.
over that. I gotta unsubscribe from Masako. He's too big of a fan. He's not even a fan. He's a fanboy. It's just like
He's a mark. Yeah.
He's a mark, and I'm just like, I'm done with it.
I wish that
Really, it's
animation
that
would have
bad?
been what Super was, though.
Okay, you done brought something up.
Oh, here
Shut
we
up
go.
about the animation. Everybody,
It's
I don't
whatever.
care. I don't
cares?
care how prettyful something is. Give me a story.
That
Give
has
me
nothing to
characters.
do with what
Just
comes
had this
out of
discussion.
Somebody's mind.
Shut up about the animation. Jesus Christ. And every time I got to hear the positives of Super, it's that it's got good animation. I don't care. I don't care that there's blue and red flying over the screen and there's 17 frames and a finger push. I don't care.
Who gives a darn?
Me.
You also weren't mad about the Labo, Mike. So I mean,
I felt nothing while watching this last episode.
Because you know why? It was a poorly flowing fight. But people didn't care about that. They
'Cause it was
cared
pretty.
about the spectacle, the
Yeah.
hype, and the animation.
that's what it comes down to for the most
It's really
casual
this
watches.
bad?
Oh yeah, she's
Oh
huge.
my goodness.
She's a huge
Oh,
dog.
we gotta go for some walks.
I was looking for at least the other day. Like I need to take her for some walk because she is huge.
Hey, you're gonna have a heart attack. Legit.
It's gonna be one way to go. She's just gonna roll
Oh,
over,
yeah.
resurrect 2 seconds later, like y'all thought.
Yeah, BG, you made Versus brings up a good point. That's essentially what you just brought up is essentially all Ruby fans past season 3.
No, see, the Ruby fans are so invested in what the characters are, and at least their characters,
No,
because
that changes.
they are happy about the upped quality of the animation. Because in Ruby season 1 is trash quality 17 frames a second animation. Why do I keep saying 17?
Because 17's alive.
Because yeah, you were pissed about 17.
that may very well be the reason. Anyway,
Versus
yeah.
has words.
So people are really happy about the upped animation quality, but I'm sure they still care about the actual characters and such because they're actually characters.
Character development stops, and it's just been a drag to continue this series.
Well, I
for
can't
2
say that
seasons.
because I've seen all the Yang and the Arm stuff. It didn't stop.
You'll see.
I'll say this. If what you've got to present to me is that something looks good and that's why it is good,
Nope.
your series has failed. Your series
Oh,
is done
I
to me.
have not
Oh,
trying to
agreed.
make that argument. I think it looks good, but that's my only comment.
If I was to recommend Coco to somebody, looks good would be like the 6th or 7th thing I would say.
And that's fine. That's completely
Hashtag
fine.
art.
Oh, so on the Coco note real quick. I was talking with Kelly yesterday. So apparently your hype killed it for her when she saw the movie.
Why?
Because
You're a
the
Coco
song,
nut.
the songs that you hyped
No,
up were
I
good,
thought that was
but
particularly bad.
that's why we're going immediately past it.
Huh.
The song was she was expecting it to be more meaningful with the animation behind it. Wasn't
Which
wasn't
song?
there. The one with his grandma, the dead one.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Are you talking about when they sang together?
Remember Me, or
Oh, I never
yeah.
said crap about Remember Me. Remember Me is like the 4th best song. Nobody gives it. Everybody else is hyping up Remember Me. It won an
Okay.
Oscar. I don't give two shit about Remember Me.
Okay.
The last moment was up, but I don't give a.
I also liked Del Cruz's version of it.
Yes, I did
That's
like that.
super, super good. I didn't know it was an extended one. I was like, oh, this is good. Remember me.
Yeah, his is really upbeat and like, yeah, he's a piece of crap. He's a piece of crap.
I get
No.
she the way she worded it, she's expected more based on
No.
your words.
No, Remember Me was trash. It's not trash, but it's like the 4th best. It's the best of the not as good as the best song.
Them
Okay.
tears.
I'm just gonna stay quiet.
Yeah,
for
there's
this.
2 tiers. There's the best songs and the not
I'm
best
just gonna
songs.
stay quiet for this.
Oh,
Coco Loco, La Llorona, and why you saying Corazon?
he's-
Yes, it is just like that. Anime is just
Jesus.
like women.
Jesus Christ.
You
Okay.
think you're getting some action, and then they get a headache.
And with that,
Thank you, everyone. Do we have facts?
Of course we do.
All right.
Hey, you know who hasn't picked the fact? Your boy.
There you go.
So-
Pick 89, you
No,
douche.
number 2.
Ooh.
Particularly because I thought this was just a really funny one that I did not know about. According to a former Disney chairman, the notoriously controversial CEO of Marvel Entertainment, Ike Perlmutter, thought nobody would care about Terrence Howard's character was replaced by Don Cheadle in Iron Man franchise because black people all look the same. As of 2015, Perlmutter is no longer overseer of Marvel Studios.
whoa.
I expect people to be like, dude, you can't say that. What did I say? It's something they do.
He also was a bit.
You could-
Wow.
He was also a
you
bit. it a bit
Okay.
extra in Godzilla 1998.
You
Hey,
can...
move along, spook.
Oh, this is PG-13. You couldn't pick two black people that look less alike.
Oh my goodness.
Terrence Howard is a light skin.
It's like the next worst would be Michael Jackson.
And Don Cheadle is a Choco monkey. That man is dark.
Ridiculous. What is wrong with America won't care.
Oh yes, that's the perfect emo.
And
I was just speeding through those. I was like, oh yeah.
How can you say that?
How can you say
Is he
that?
still in a?
No, he's done. He's
Oh.
big done.
Okay, good. Never mind. When did he say those comments?
Probably around the time of Iron Man.
Oh yeah, it had to be. No,
Two.
'cause he could have. It could have been way back. Like, nobody would
As
care
of
about that.
2015, Pearl Mother no longer oversees the Marvel Development Studio.
Okay, so I don't know when he said that, but it might have still been some years.
Yeah,
that he
it
was
might have been in
independent.
2015. It was just like, people don't care. It's just one person walking down the street.
that news article just kind of went under the ropes, and then someone finally noticed. It's like, wait a minute.
Marvel racism. Wait a tick. This guy said.
Be on the lookout for this black man. He picks up a black kid, like, here he is, I found him. Starts beating him up.
Where's
Terrence,
my reward?
Terrence Howard, is that you? I'm five.
Bringing me into the police. It's a black cop. Hey, you're here too.
Wait, I'm holding you. They've got power. He just thinks he's in Marvel now. He's just going crazier by the minute.
War machines everywhere.
This is very true. If you spend most of your time around a bunch of white dudes in suits, it might be some racism going on. Probably some sexism too. I'm sure there were a lot of pinch buttons
Probably.
in the Marvel Studios early on.
Oh, probably.
Probably.
All right.
It's- Boy, I'm glad all this sexual harassment stuff has started to die down. So as a lot of these stories blew up, I don't mean that, the people getting accused shouldn't be, but that so much of it came out that there's not as much left to just talk about. At least I hope. I
Yeah.
hope there's just not like around the corner, there's 70 more people that need to be brought out to light. I hope it's just like 5 to 10 more, and we can all move on and rebuild. Cause man,
Time will
humans
tell.
are trash.
Yeah.
Humans are just trash people.
Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. There's a saying that exists for a reason.
Yeah, like you know what? I'm not even going to. It's been a long one.
All right.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
that, thank you.
Also,
Okay.
I don't like the Switch.
Really?
I don't like
Yeah.
the Switch.
Thank you.
It's okay. I don't like it.
Thank
As
you.
far as
Glad
all the
someone else
consoles
finally has
I've
the same
ever
opinion.
owned, it would be like a mid-tier console.
It is. It's a mid-tier console.
All
It's
right.
Just meh.
Thank
It's
you.
very meh. But I only got 3 games on it, so
That's all you need. It's all that exists, really.
that meme will never die.
Thank
And then
you.
here comes some fanboy with a list. But what about these games,
Thank
though?
you, everyone, for tuning
Tuning
in
in.
to the
Thank-
YouTube at 22 5,000.
I'm sorry that you get to talk 74 minutes about Fairy Tail. Let me say 3 minutes on the Switch, and all of a sudden it's a
Oh.
problem.
Oh.
Sign out.
Oh, you're gonna be in this boat next week. Don't worry.
There's no timetable when I'm listening.
I check it out.
I am actually watching 3 episodes before I go to sleep.
All
All
right.
right.
Wow, this will be good.
All right.
Oh,
Thanks
we gon-
everybody
we
for
gon'
tuning
see.
in. We will
not good.
see you next week.
Later, guys.